Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, the former director of the FBI, James Comey, is all over my social media feeds right now because of a post he made referencing some seashells he saw on the beach. This obviously wasn't a natural formation, you might have seen it in the thumbnail of this video, but he arranged some shells that said 8647. Now, if you've never worked in a kitchen before, if you don't know what the phrase 86 means, that's rhyming slang. It rhymes with nix. It means to stop something. Some people have taken this to a very extreme level. It said 86 means to kill something. That's where all these conservatives are pearl clutching right now. You might have seen a deluge of people saying that this is threats against the sitting president, that this is someone who wants to kill Donald Trump, that just because they can't handle his politics, they wanna put him in an early grave, which he's doing that himself with his McDonald's truck and his terrible diet. He's really 6'2" and 225, though. You should totally believe that medical record. But all this pearl clutching aside has led me to one of the funniest versions of this at all, a man named Jack Posobiec. You may know him as the voice behind the End Wokeness account on Twitter. You may have just seen him around over the past decade or so. He's been a big culture warrior for the right. He's been posting about this non-stop since it happened. Not only his own posts, but other people he's been retweeting, calling this, a threat to democracy, calling this radical leftists and the deep state trying to take out President Trump because they don't like the policies that he's pulling up or that he's trying to enforce, that this was a death threat, that the FBI needs to do something about it. And sure enough, acting FBI Director Kash Patel even made a post about, looking into these sort of threats against the president. But what's so funny about this, what's very ironic about all of this, is 3 years ago, Jack Posobiec himself made a post on Twitter.com saying 8646. And in fact, if some of you can remember further back than 5 years, I know that can be tough sometimes. Long COVID really messed with some of y'all's memory. But people were selling shirts that said 8646. There were bumper stickers. There was all types of material sent out, sold, shared around, 8646. Why wasn't it a death threat then? Or was it a death threat then? And it just wasn't a problem because it wasn't your guy. I think what's a real shame about all this is James Comey has apologized at this time. He deleted the post, issued some retraction. And of course, after he apologized for the post, they're saying that this is confirmation that this was a death threat. So it was a death threat when he said it about your guy. But when you made shirts and stickers and, all sorts of posting, whatever, it wasn't a threat then. And that's the problem that I have with talking with conservatives. It's this lack of consistency in the things you say and believe. Honestly, since I've gotten involved in politics on a personal level, it really does feel like with conservatives, under this modern Trumpism movement, that they don't have a consistent base of beliefs or thoughts except for fuck liberals. That's all they care about is owning the libs. And that's why you never see them actually address any of their hypocrisies, any of the things that Trump actually does that they disagree with. It doesn't matter because the unifying factor is fuck liberals. That's all they care about. So today, if you see any pearl clutching about this, if you see anybody complaining about threats against the president, maybe just search their username and their posts for anything 46. And you will see, guarantee you, it'll be a 99% success rate, that they have made similar threats when Biden was in office. But it doesn't matter because it's different. Now it's a different guy in the chair. Now it's the deep state who's going after President Trump, the richest president of our time, the one with the most money in foreign countries, the one who's received the most foreign investment. No, he's not the problem. It's everyone else. But again, there is no consistent base, so don't try to find one. The only consistency between all of them is how much they hate anybody to the left of them. But until the next time someone who's not on the right gets in trouble for something that someone on the right did, y'all try to have a good day.